Hello everyone. Welcome to our course Introduction to Web3. I am Anjali and I'll be your guide for this course. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss about the consensus protocols in blockchain technology. Particularly in today's lesson, we are going to discuss about the proof of work consensus protocol. So before talking about the proof of work, what exactly is the proof of work consensus protocol? Let's understand what exactly do we mean by a consensus protocol. So we know that in blockchain technology, we have discussed that it is different from a centralized technology system, wherein you have a central repository and there is a administrator who controls that central repository. So in we are totally banishing that concept, and we have come up with a new concept of decentralization. So now we have multiple computers which acts as nodes, and each computer has complete blockchain downloaded on it. So the complete database is present on each of the nodes. So now, whenever a new block has to be added, that has to be added in the entire blockchain. But now we need to have some mechanism by which we ensure that the transactions being added or the new block being added is up to date and is correct, because this state of the blockchain is changing by adding a new block. And in order to make that state of the blockchain to be correct and non-corrupt, we need to take into consideration few steps. So consensus protocol is that procedure through which all the peers of the blockchain network, they reach a common agreement about the state of the ledger. Now this consensus protocol forms the backbone of blockchain by helping all the nodes in the network to verify the transactions. So it is not the case that we randomly select a miner to add the new block and the others just blindfoldedly say yes to it. All the transactions and all the blocks and all the works are completely validated and verified by the other nodes through this mechanism. That's why it forms the backbone of blockchain technology, and it aims at finding a common agreement that is a win for the entire network. So we will be understanding how there are different consensus protocols, but the main goal of all the consensus protocols, whether it's proof of work or it's proof of stake or it's proof of authority, all the working of all these protocols is different, but the major goal, the goal is the same, and that is to come at a common agreement that is a win for the entire system, and so that everybody agrees to the next state of the blockchain. So now let's discuss about the proof of work protocol. What exactly is the proof of work protocol? First of all, we should know that the proof of work protocol, consensus protocol, was the very first consensus protocol to be introduced in the blockchain network. That is why Bitcoin, which is the oldest cryptocurrency, uses this proof of work as its consensus protocol till date. Ethereum has switched from proof of work to proof of stake recently. Earlier, it was also using this proof of work consensus protocol. So, what is exactly happens in a proof of work consensus protocol is that all the miners who are the competitors, who are the candidates, and who want to add the new block, they are required to solve a complex mathematical puzzle. It's actually a cryptographic puzzle, and they have to solve that complex puzzle, calculate some hash values and everything. It's a very complex puzzle, and it requires a lot of computational power at their end. And the miner who is successfully able to solve that puzzle first gets the reward, and he gets to add that new block to the blockchain, and he gets rewarded in that cryptocurrency, and he gets incentivized for that. And that's the main incentive why miners actually use that computational power. They spend resources on solving that puzzle, because if they are successful in solving it first, then after the validation, so it's not that you just solve the puzzle and you announce that I have done it. It has to be validated by other miners that this miner has done it correctly. Once it is validated, that new block is added, and the miner who solves the first problem gets to add the block as a reward, and miner is awarded with the block reward here. So let's understand this with the help of this image as well. As you can see in this image, there is a puzzle which is given to everybody, and now the candidates or the miners, they get this puzzle and they try to solve it using their own computers, using their own computational power. And as you can see, they are just involved in this computation, and the machine number 2 gets to solve that cryptographic hash correctly. And so it basically, once it is done, once the this is validated by all these transactions. Says all the miners, other miners validate that this problem has been solved rightly, and we can give this. So then this block, basically this is the blockchain network, and you add that block to the blockchain network. The successful miner does it, and he is awarded a the cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin in case of Bitcoin or other blockchains, but he's given a relevant reward for this. And that is how we add new blocks to the blockchain, and that is how the proof of work protocol works. So that's it about the proof of work consensus protocol. See you in the next lesson.